Okay, looks like it's working. So hi everyone, take 3. So today I want to talk about specific examples of what kind of workout burns how many calories. I did a video the other day and a sort of an introduction to why working out alone, like not alone by yourself, but just working out without checking anything when it comes to meals and portions, will not make you thin. You won't lose weight. If you do, it's going to be a temporary loss and you'll be really proud for a while. But then if you don't watch what you eat and you think, there is still, I'm pretty sure that there's a misconception about working out. That some people will still think that if you, let's say you walk or you go for a hiking, go for a really long exercise, a physical activity or any kind of workout, you think that you're allowed to eat everything, like going to a buffet. Oh, today I did 2 hours of hiking, and then, you allow yourself to eat a lot, but it's not the case. Why? Because you have to be an athlete, like an Olympic athlete, to be able to eat whatever you want. So you have to train all day and you have to do a lot of a combination of things. Experts will say you have to do a little bit of strength training, a little bit of, I guess, stretching, a little bit of cardio, or maybe a lot of cardio depending on what is the goal. But as I say for other videos as well, if you're a beginner, or even if you are working out regularly, if you're starting something new, whether it's a workout or something that has to do with nutrition, meals, portion controls, diet, things like that, you need to go see your doctor, or any doctor, physician, if you're able to book an appointment prior to starting anything new, and a nutritionist. So both of these professionals will help you stay objective, and it's kind of a personalized evaluation, so that you make the decision based on what you do, what kind of body you have, whether you're a man or women. I'm addressing these videos mainly for women because we're pretty hard on ourselves when it comes to weight loss, and me included. So let's say, for example, hamburger. It takes more than what you may think to actually burn the calories of, let's say, we'll take fast food because, we have cravings, no matter whether you're thin or a little bit overweight. Then you'd have to think that athletes, they will work out 2 to 4 hours a day. I'm thinking like Jeannie Bouchard that you may know from our tennis player. She used to be ranked. I don't know where she's ranked in the world right now, but she's a tennis player, professional tennis player. So, and I know that when you look at her Instagram posts, she's always eating junk food. So, but I mean, she's thin, so obviously it should be okay. But then again, I have to say, most athletes, or all athletes, I'm assuming that all professional athletes, Olympic athletes, or any level of a national competition, they have a whole team of personal trainers, doctors, physiotherapists, and things like that, and nutrition as well. So, they have a whole team to take care of their body. But if you're just by yourself on your own, you have a lot of information that you can find on the web. So this is pretty much it. So yeah, they may have a whole team. I'm thinking of professional athletes. So hamburgers and pizzas are things that are obviously high in calories. So just to give you an idea, I found this in a website called Fit and Well. I don't know how accurate the information is, but I have myself a lot of knowledge for reading for my own weight loss journey. So I'm able to to evaluate whether the information is realistic or not, or if it's just an opinion. So I'm trying as much as possible to find the information based on my own experience, but then my own experience, I also read a lot of things on nutrition. I had 2 consultations with 2 different nutritionists, like a couple of appointments each time. And in both cases, I had problems with my meals and eating habit because I was training a lot, probably too much at the time, and I felt really tired. I dealt with anxiety, so I didn't know really what was wrong with me. So both of them gave me information on what to eat prior to any workout, and you're able to evaluate what kind of workout, how long, what's the intensity, and adjust your meals based on those. So, for example, a hamburger from any fast food restaurant, let's say that it's 980 calories. That's a lot. Let's say 1,000, okay, just to scare you a little bit. 1,000 calories is like it's almost 3/4 of the amount of calories you should have in a day as a woman. So you have just one hamburger, and we're not even talking French fries here. It's just a hamburger on its own. So let's say between 900 calories and 1,000, I would say 1,000. You need to walk like a brisk walk for 3 hours. Now, if you're not able to walk for 10 minutes, let's say you walk from the car where you parked and you walk a few minutes to go to the grocery store or the pharmacy, drugstore, or whatever, and you think that it's a lot, can you imagine 3 hours? Who has 3 hours in their day to walk, and not a casual walk, a brisk walk? So you need to have like your heart pumping. And you'd have to run. A run would be 77 minutes. That's a long time for a run. And then for cycling, I don't remember if it was stationary bike or just bicycle, 87 minutes. Can you imagine? So that's really long. So 87 minutes, I'm not really good at calculating. I'm not really good at math. I need my calculator, but I think that it's an hour and 27, let's say an hour and a half. Yeah, 90 minutes is an hour and a half. And the 77 minutes run is an hour and say 15 minutes, 17 minutes to be exact. So now we're going to do a voiceover for the kind of workout that, how many calories for each, the top, let's say, calorie burner, quote unquote, of exercise. And then we're gonna go back to why is it, well, this is going to explain to you why, if you try to work out in these top fat burning, calorie burning activities, sports or workouts, and you haven't lost any weight, then you can assume that you haven't had a balanced meal or a portion control meal. So we're going to talk about that after I give you the top calorie burners. We're going to talk about, we'll go back to these and see, besides hamburgers and pizza, what kind of meal, how many calories is there, like in a lunch, a healthy lunch, I would say, because the whole point of this video and all the videos I want to make in this channel is to have something healthy but still flavorful, and that you don't feel restricted. I don't think I've ever mentioned this before, but in the long run, this is the one thing that you need to pay attention to and be aware of, is that if you want to keep the motivation, you have to see results on your own body. You have to have fun at some point, especially working out. If you choose something solely because of how many calories it burns, let's say running is on the top of the list, then at one point you're going to be discouraged, or you won't feel like doing this anymore because the motivation won't be there because you're not enjoying it. So then the top calorie burners, according to Prevention magazine, I believe it's a health magazine, and reliable for that matter. So running for 1 hour, we will be able to burn between 500 calories and 1,000. So there is a huge difference, but that's probably due to the intensity, how fast you're running, And also, of course, that's why I want you guys to consult a doctor and a nutritionist, because depending on your body, or I don't know, there are a lot of differences between one person to another. So that's why the average may be a little bit large. You know, there's a huge difference between 500 calories and 1,000. So you can assume that there are differences either in your own body or either in the pace that you're following and things like that. After that, we have swimming. 30 minutes of swimming will burn between 200 and 300 calories. So if you want to know, 200 calories is like the amount of calories that's recommended for a snack. Let's say you have Greek yogurt, a fruit, and maybe some granola. That could mean between 150 calories and 200 calories for that one snack. It's too low for a meal like lunch, breakfast, or dinner, but it can be like either a whole snack, or if you have like a really small snack, then 100 calories is fine as well, depending on your day. And then we have cycling. I guess that would be outdoors, between 500 and 700 calories for an hour. And stationary bike, it's different. Say if you want to do something like the HIIT or intervals with a stationary bike, like spinning classes, for example, if you've ever tried that, you need to do 20 seconds of sprint. And when you're sprinting, I think I've done cycling class before, or like standing and pedaling at the same time. So for 20 seconds, it's very, very intense, very hard on the cardio, but very efficient as well. And then you have 10-second rest. 20 seconds sprint, 10 seconds rest. That would mean between 500 and 700 calories, but for 30 minutes. So you can say that cycling at a certain pace for an hour, you save 30 minutes. That means that you burn more calories on a stationary bike doing these intervals than if you do the same workout outdoors. So HIIT means high intensity interval training. I don't know who came up with that thing, but it's very hard to pronounce. And I think that there's no equivalent in French. So between 400 and 600 calories for 30 minutes. So again, that's 20 seconds of intense movement, rest for 10 seconds, and you do that for 8 rounds. Now, what to do exactly on a HIIT workout, you'll have to look up by yourself Jillian Michaels' videos that I try to recommend as well, because she's already a renowned and well-respected personal trainer and nutritionist expert, and she's become a celebrity because of the Biggest Loser reality TV show. So she became a household name back then. So 8 rounds would mean, let's say that you're, jump rope for about 20 seconds. Jumping rope is already very intense and high intensity because you're jumping, obviously, and then you rest for 10 seconds. You do that 8 rounds for about 4 minutes. So that's the 30 minutes for 400 and 600 calories. Sorry for all the figures and numbers. The idea is that HIIT workout is very efficient and it's rather short. So if you're able to do that, maybe it's going to be easier for you to find some time during the week. So jump rope, for an hour. I don't know who can do that for an hour. Not even a boxer can do that. It's way too much. But just to give you an idea, an hour of jump rope is between 600 and 1,000 calories. Well, I wouldn't recommend that because it's very hard on the knees. So jump rope, I would use this as either one of the HIIT exercise. Let's say that you jump rope for 20 seconds. It's very hard. If you've never done it, try it. Even if you have like a kid's jump rope, you'll see it's super, super hard, but efficient at the same time. It's a very good calorie burner. But, athletes, boxing professional boxers, looking for the word here. They do that as their training, but I don't think that they do this for an hour. So you can actually warm up for your whole workout session by doing jump rope. But I would do, if you've never done it before, I would do something else to warm up the body, like a brisk walk. You can always do run, but on the spot, and try just a few seconds of jump rope before. Story would be strength training. Now, I think that I'm going to put this aside because the idea is that strength training, whether it's free weights or you can always do something like push-ups that is going to strengthen your upper body, your arms mainly, and elbows. That goes into the category of strength training, but I think that it needs a little bit more explanation. So we're going to stick to those top burner